Saturday afternoon women's college basketball action from Millett Hall on the Miami University campus in Oxford, Ohio. It is the Bowling Green State University Falcons on the road to take on the Miami Redhawks. Hello again, everyone. I'm Steve Baker, and this is Lindsey Justice. Very happy to have you with us here this afternoon. Lindsey, these two teams going in different directions. Bowling Green has lost 9 in a row, and I don't think it's for lack of talent, because I think they have one of the better players, overall players in the conference.
They do. Carly Santoro is leading the Falcons in both scoring and rebounding, almost averaging a double-double at 13 points, 9 rebounds. She's had 11 double-doubles this season and is currently ranked 3rd in the MAC in rebounds.
For the Miami Redhawks, their last outing, they had 11 players in double digits, led by Kayla Brown, the senior.
Kayla's really stepped up and filled the scoring drought for Lauren Dickerson. The last 2 games alone, she's averaging 12.5 points per game, which is 5 above her season average. She's also in the last 2 games, she shot an incredible 10 of 13 from the field, 77%. So she's just shooting the ball fantastic.
Kayla Brown, the senior out of Westfield,
right there,
Indiana. Let's take a look at the starting lineups in this
afternoon's contest.
Everything new, we're going to go right after she stops talking. So whatever her out cue is. Come on, bring it down. Okay. Roll it one more time just for a second. Stop it.
27.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups for this afternoon's contest. First, for the Bowling Green State University Falcons and their head coach, Jennifer Ruse, it looks like this. We have Lambert in the lineup along with Santoro, Thompson, Puck, and Perry are the 5 on the floor for the Bowling Green State University Falcons. And again, they come in on the season at 10-16 and 2-13 on the season. For the Miami Redhawks and their first-year head coach, Megan Duffy, the lineup looks like this, and a good lineup. Changed to this lineup about maybe a month ago, and it's paid off for Miami. Savannah Kleesner, a sophomore forward, followed by 4 guards. Kendall McCoy, a junior. The lone senior in the lineup, starting lineup, is Kayla Brown from Westfield, Indiana. We talked about junior Bailey Reed gets the start. And Lauren Dickerson, the super sophomore out of Indianapolis, Indiana, leads the Redhawks in scoring at 20 points a game. Let's take a look at the standings in the East Division of the Mid-American Conference. Buffalo leads the East at 13-2. Miami and Ohio battling for that last bye position in the upcoming Mid-American Conference tournament. Kent State, followed by Bowling Green and Akron. In the West Division of the Mid-American Conference, it's Central Michigan kind of running away with things. 14-1, they're 22-4 overall, but not far behind really is Ball State going into this final week. I don't think they're going to be able to catch the Chippewas, but also at 22-4, certainly you'd think Ball State is a lock for the number 3 position in the tournament and maybe punching their ticket today to Cleveland and the Mid-American Conference basketball tournament. Toledo and Western Michigan in the middle of things as they are looking for position in seeding in the upcoming tournament. And Eastern Michigan and Northern Illinois bringing up the rear in the West Division of the conference race. And as we get to the final week of the season here, 3 games to be played, and for the Miami Redhawks, they have another game on the road, and then we'll be back here next Saturday to wrap up their schedule and looking to hopefully secure that 4th bye position in that upcoming tournament where you get to go directly to Cleveland and you don't have to worry about playing that first round game. And obviously if they did, they would wind up hosting, but you don't want to have to worry about playing that first round game in the Mid-American Conference tournament with a quick turnaround after Saturday, playing Monday afternoon or early evening. Should be an exciting contest here today. As I mentioned, Lindsey, these two teams going in different positions as the Falcons have lost 9 in a row. Miami has lost 7 of their last 8.
Absolutely.
Has won 7 of their last 8,
yeah,
excuse me.
Bowling Green, they've kind of had a little drought on a 9-game losing streak, so they're going to be hungry for a win. And Miami, they can't, they got to take this game serious here at the end if they want to get that bye and get the win.
You saw the officials for today's contest. David Stewart steps into the Miami logo. Miami in the white uniforms and the Falcons in the brown, and it's the Falcons with the basketball out front. That is Sydney Lambert, and Miami opens up as always in man-to-man. Katerian Thompson handing the ball off on the left side to Santoro. Pulls up from the free throw line, thought about pulling the trigger and doesn't. Haley Puck drives down the left side, feeds to the free throw line. Angela Perry knocks one down, and the Falcons are on the board first. Kendall McCoy will pull the trigger on a three, and she shoots it in.
Both teams coming out really strong, knocking down their first shot, 1 of 1.
Puck with the basketball out front, throws it left side to Santoro. Bailey Reed is on her defensively. This is Thompson on the left side. To the corner, Puck will launch a rainbow of a three. It is no good, but she chases down her own rebound, and now on the right side, Lambert fires and scores. Sydney Lambert, the junior out of Cincinnati, and shooting percentages are good thus far, and there's a reach-in foul against Bowling Green as Lauren Dickerson drove down the right side of the lane. It's on Angela Perry, her first and the team's first here in the quarter.
Big three by Bowling Green, who's not really a great three-point shooting team, averaging 31%.
Easy look inside from Dickerson to Savannah Kleesner, and we are tied at 5. Lambert brings the ball down out front to Puck. Santoro. They lob it down low, knocked away, and it's stolen away. Dickerson comes out of there with it for the Redhawks. Pushing the ball down the floor, feeding right side to Bailey Reed. Down low, Kleesner. Out front, Kendall McCoy straight away looking at three is good. 2 trays in the game for Kendall McCoy, and Miami starts out with an 8-5 lead, and shooting percentages for both of these teams off the charts. You think Bowling Green's shooting great at 67%. Miami is 3 for 3.
And Kendall McCoy, she's just been having a great year. She's really been adding some points in for the Redhawks and shooting well. I mean, she's 2 for 2 right now this game. On the season, she's 50%.
Back in Millett Hall, where Miami is 3 of 3 to start this contest and has the 3-point lead over the Falcons. Steve Baker and Lindsey Justice back with you, and right now both offenses working really well.
Yeah, everybody's finding their shot and knocking it down tonight.
Katarian Thompson on the right side, dribbles out front. Cross-court pass in the corner, launching the three is Lambert. It's short, and the rebound is out to Dickerson for Miami. That one went through the hands of Angela Perry into Dickerson's hands. Savannah Kleesner lobs it down low. McCoy off the glass and banks it in. She's got 8 of Miami's 10, and it's a 5-point lead for the Redhawks. Driving off the glass and scoring is Haley Puck, her first 2 of the game. Senior out of Waterloo, Iowa. These 2 teams played February 3rd. Miami won by 4. Neither team led by as many as 5 in that game. It was a true back-and-forth affair. Kendall McCoy down low to Kleesner. 10 to shoot. Back down low to Kleesner. She'll put it off the glass and score. Savannah Kleesner with 4, the sophomore out of St. Charles, Missouri.
Miami's doing a really good job at getting the ball inside. I know Kendall McCoy's knocked down 2 threes, but they're really pushing it in.
3 is off the mark, but Perry with the rebound has the shot blocked and stolen away by Kayla Brown. Brown will push it down for Miami. Here's Dickerson driving, getting to the baseline, and she will get fouled and go to the free throw line.
Another nice drive by Lauren Dickerson with, she has 2 assists already, so she dishes the ball out well too.
See there, Haley Puck guilty of the foul. That is her first, team's second. And Dickerson to the free throw line, a 78% shooter from the charity stripe, and she knocks down the first. As into the game for Bowling Green comes Andrea Cecil and also Claire Gloniak. Cecil, a sophomore from Oak Harbor, Ohio, and Gloniak, a redshirt freshman from Corona, Michigan. Here is the second free throw by Dickerson, and she has her first 2 points of the game. And Miami leads by 7, their largest lead of the game in the early going here. Just under 7 minutes to play in the first quarter. They try to go inside to Gloniak, and Molly McDonough, who just checked in for Miami, gets position and takes the ball away. Dickerson working with a basketball, feeds out top. Kendall McCoy, a deep 3 is good. Kendall McCoy, 11 points in the first half, and it's a 10-point in the first quarter, and it's a 10-point lead for Miami.
Unbelievable, and that was a deep 3 as well.
It was beyond NBA range. Here is Santoro, gets bumped out front, no whistle. Inside they go to Gloniak, has the ball knocked away, and Miami comes up with a steal. Dickerson out front, pulls up, 15-footer is in and out, and Gloniak with the rebound for the Falcons.
First miss of the afternoon here in the first quarter by Miami. They've been on fire.
Lambert works to the right around the screen, throws it to Gloniak, top of the key. Right corner now. 15 to shoot for the Falcons as Puck has it. She'll work around a Gloniak screen. Dribble to the left side, gets all the way to the rack. That's a nice screen down low by Gloniak. And Haley Puck has her 4th point. 5.5 minutes to go here as Dickerson launches a 3 from the left side, and it is good. Lauren Dickerson averaging 20 a game. She's got 5 in the early going here. And it's an 11-point Miami lead. Red hot shooting by the Redhawks, 87.5%, and that's a offensive foul? No, a foul called against Miami, an armbar. Kayla Brown guilty of the foul, her first and the team's first. Call by Mike Camerota. Leah Purvis into the game for Miami, and Savannah Kleesner comes in as well. She returns to the lineup as Bailey Reed and Kendall McCoy check out. Falcons will have the ball baseline, right side of their basket. Lambert will inbound it. Santoro works right side around the screen. Bounces it down low. Cecil baseline, throws it cross court. Now at the left wing, it's Puck. Puck will drive, put it up, and has it blocked. And they will get a foul against Savannah Kleesner of Miami.
Good help side defense there by Savannah Kleesner on the drive. Just got her on the arm, though, trying to get the block.
See the foul on Kleesner. That is her first, team second, and Haley Puck at the free throw line for 2. Best on the team for the Falcons at 82%. Knocks down the first one.
Both teams tonight, 71% from the free throw line.
Puck makes them both. Makes it a 9-point Miami lead. Under 5 minutes to go here in this first quarter from Millett Hall.
Miami really looking to boost their three-point percentage. They're 4-4 right now from the 3.
Purvis has it knocked away and stolen away as Lambert will come down the floor with it for the Falcons. Off the left side. She keeps that dribble and then back doored, so to speak, there by Dickerson. The ball knocked out of bounds into the Miami bench as Dickerson came around and nearly came up with the steal. Santoro works the right side. It's a Gloniak screen out front. Back to Puck on the right wing. Cross-court pass knocked away and stolen away. McDonough got a hand on it, and Dickerson came up with it for Miami.
4 turnovers already for the Falcons.
Down low, McDonough misses the shot. Rebound tapped up, though. Tapped out to Dickerson. Whistle. And a foul away from the ball. Sydney Lambert will get the foul, her first and the team's third, as checking into the lineup. Back in is Angela Perry as Gloniak goes out. Checking in for Miami, Kendall McCoy for Molly McDonough, and for the Falcons, Kennedy Williams, freshman out of Marshall, Illinois, checks in to run the point. Freshman has done nice things for Jennifer Ruse, and watching film on the Falcons. Dickerson baseline, takes the pass back and hits the 17-footer off the right side, and she has 7. Coming up on 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter as Williams works out front with the basketball, hands it off to Santoro. Santoro lost the handle, has to chase it back down. 13 to shoot for Bowling Green as Williams has it out front. Crossover dribble, 14-footer, floater is up. It's no good off the iron, and the rebound to Kleesner for the Redhawks.
Miami just having an incredible shooting quarter.
This is Kleesner breaking down the lane, and she is fouled and will go to the free throw line. Just about enough strength to get it up there as Perry collects her second foul. That is the 4th of the quarter, but Kleesner at the line to shoot 2, fouled in the act of shooting. 56% free throw shooters. You see Jennifer Ruse there, the head coach of the Bowling Green Falcons. Kleesner has it bounce off the iron as Kateria Thompson checks back in for the Falcons, and Santoro goes out, and for Miami, into the game is Bailey Reed for Kayla Brown.
This is probably the best shooting Miami's had in a quarter. They currently 8 for 10 from the field at 80% and 100% from the three-point line.
Kleesner misses them both, and the rebound out to the Falcons. Driving to the left side, that is Cecil getting to the rack and missing the layup try. Too hard off the glass as Reed gets it down the floor to Kendall McCoy to Kleesner. Right of the key, has it knocked away and into the hands of Haley Puck. She'll run the other way for the Falcons. Pulls it back out, feeds left side to Cecil and Thompson. Coming up on 3 minutes, and Dickerson reaches in, gets the steal. She will bounce pass it to Leah Purvis and gets fouled going to the basket. It'll be Purvis at the line for 2 as Haley Puck has picked up her second foul of the quarter and the team's 5th.
Really good defense by Lauren to get that steal and find Leah Purvis down there for a good little layup.
Purvis at the line to shoot 2 for Miami. Junior out of Los Angeles, California, shoots 68% from the line. As Lindsay said earlier, the team shoots 71%. Redhawks 2 of 4 on the day. Catches the iron, bounces up and in as Santoro returns to the lineup for Bowling Green, and in for the first time is Terry Battle, 6'2" freshman out of Chicago, Illinois. It'll be Haley Puck and Angela Perry, both of which have 2 fouls heading to the bench.
Bowling Green with 5 turnovers already here with still some time left in the first quarter, so they'll need to slow down, take care of the ball a little better.
Purvis makes them both, and it is a 13-point lead for Miami. That is their largest. Williams around the screen out front. Falcons shot the ball well early, but Miami's defense has been cranked up. This time, nice drive there by Andrea Cecil, the sophomore from Oak Harbor, Ohio, gets to the rack and scores. Kendall McCoy out front, thought about the 3, gets it to Purvis in the left corner. She didn't think long about it, but is missing it. And Kendall McCoy with a rebound gets it back out to Purvis, and the Redhawks with a fresh 30. Purvis as Miami runs the offense. Dickerson curls around a screen, gets by the defense. Little floater, instead gets it down low to Kleesner, who gets fouled and will go to the free throw line.
Really good drive by Lauren to the basket, and a nice little dish to find Savannah Kleesner down low. Just really good at passing with 3 assists already this game.
As you saw, Andrea Cecil collects her first foul. Kleesner 0 for 2 from the line, puts that one up and nothing but net for her 5th point.
Miami's doing a really good job at, working the ball around, being patient on their shots, and taking good shots tonight.
Shooter's touch on the second one by Kleesner. Back to a 13-point margin for Miami. Coming up on 2 minutes to play in the first quarter as Williams works the right side out front to Cecil. To the corner, that's Thompson. She'll fire the 3, and the lefty knocks it down. Katarian Thompson, sophomore out of Lima, Ohio, makes it a 10-point ball game. Dickerson on the dribble, drives past Williams, gives it to Bailey Reed out top. Kendall McCoy thought about a 3, puts it on the floor, nearly lost it, and Leah Purvis comes over to pick it up. She'll drive past Thompson and has the shot blocked, but gets the foul as they'll call Thompson with the body. Not sure that was the case, but Thompson picks up her first. You'll see the drive here by Purvis.
Nice take to the basket there, and just got her on the arm.
Came down with that left hand and just collected too much contact as Purvis back to the line for 2 more. Puts it up and in. Sydney Lambert back into the game, and also making her first appearance, Sierra Thompson, a freshman from Mattoon, Illinois, in for Bowling Green as Cecil goes out and Williams goes out for BG. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Second free throw by Purvis for the Redhawks is up and good. Perfect 4 for 4 on the day so far for Purvis. 12-point lead for Miami.
Miami's really playing good defense this quarter. They already have 5 steals.
Lambert with the pull-up misses, and Kleesner clears the glass for the Redhawks. Purvis running the point now as Dickerson gets a breather on the bench for Miami. Bailey Reed has it, goes through her hands, and Santoro right there to pick it up for Bowling Green.
Only the third turnover of the game for Miami. They've had 2 here real quick.
Santoro with a nice step through. Gets the bucket, her first of the game. Back to a 10-point ball game. Kayla Brown feeding McCoy. 16-footer up and good. 13 first quarter points for Kayla Brown. Excuse me, for Kendall McCoy. And McCoy is perfect from the field thus far, 5 of 5. Santoro drives again, puts it off the glass, and Santoro getting it done on back-to-back possessions for Bowling Green.
Really tough shot, she just knocked it down. 2 or 3 possessions in a row, Bowling Green has been able to kind of easily drive to the basket.
Bowling Green going to a 2-3 zone here with 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Reed out front, Kayla Brown left side, now finds Kendall McCoy. Right side there is Purvis firing the 3. It is off the iron, no good, and the Falcons clear the rebound. And that is the end of the first quarter of play here at Millett Hall. It's been a very good quarter for the Miami Redhawks. They lead it by 10. Second quarter on the way in just a moment. Swoop enjoying the first quarter of action here at Millett Hall as the Miami Redhawks have a 10-point lead over the Falcons. Let's bring in the third member of our broadcast crew. Our student sideline reporter is Kenny Schillinger. And Coach Duffy's done a nice job in the turnaround of this program, Kenny.
Yeah, coming from Michigan, she's the fastest first-year head coach in school history for non-conference wins and fastest to 10 wins on the season. As for the game, Coach Duffy's telling Kendall McCoy to get open as she's really hot and really contributed to Miami's hot start and getting out to the lead early.
Absolutely. 5 of 5 from the field, 3 of 3 from three-point range is McCoy. She has the ball out top. Goes to the left side to Bailey Reed. Down low it goes. This is McDonough trying to get around there, and a nice block by the Falcons. Down low, that was Terry Battle with the block, and this with the left hand is Santoro. She misses, and McCoy grabs the glass.
And really both teams shooting good here tonight. Bowling Green shooting 53 from the field and 40 from the three-point line.
And McCoy is 6 of 6 as she hits another triple, 4 of 4 from outside the arc.
Just having an incredible game, just knocking them down still.
Have to go back earlier this year. I think she had a game where she was 8 for 8 to start the game. May have been 8 for 8 from 3. Down the lane, Thompson pops up, gets the shooter's roll. Katarian Thompson now has 5 in the game.
The basket by Katarian Thompson.
Dickerson drives right elbow. Gives it off to Brown. There is McCoy. Working the zone as Miami goes inside. Left corner, this is Bailey Reed from 18. It is short. And a rebound grabbed out of there by Jane Euchre, who is into the game for Akron. She's from Akron, Ohio, for Bowling Green. Sophomore from Akron is Euchre. 8.5 minutes to go here in the half as Lambert works the left side. There's Thompson in the corner. Try to go down low, and nice defense by Miami as McDonough got around, and then Dickerson throws a bad pass, and here comes the Falcons.
A couple back-to-back turnovers.
Driving into the paint, firing, and not getting the roll, but the rebound is grabbed by Euchre, working on McCoy, getting into the paint, turning with the left hand, off the glass, she's going to score. Nice looking shot in the paint there by Jane Euchre, and it's a 9-point Miami lead. Back-to-back buckets by the Falcons. Falcons picking it up defensively, playing a little bit of a matchup zone here. Brown finds McDonough at the elbow. She'll put it on the floor, feed to the corner to Reed. Reed steps in, has it knocked away to Kayla Brown for 3. It rattles in for the senior out of Westfield, Indiana. Her first bucket of the game gives Miami back the 12-point margin. Thompson works the left wing, gets a screen, and splits, but a foul will be called against Miami. Foul, I believe, is going to be on Molly McDonough, as you see it here.
Just got her right there with the leg.
They got Bailey Reed for the foul. That is her first and the team's first of the quarter. Angela Perry back into the game for Bowling Green as Terry Battle goes out. This is Santoro on the right side. Getting a screen from Perry. Santoro working with the basketball on the dribble to the left side. This is Cecil, who's back into the game for Bowling Green, driving to the baseline, feeding to the corner. Lambert, three is off the mark. Weak side rebound by Cecil. Out front, Katarian Thompson puts it on the floor, knocked away from behind by Dickerson.
Both teams doing a good job on the boards. Bowling Green's leading 9-8.
Really battling inside right now are these two teams as Santoro high off the glass and too strong off the glass. And Dickerson will run with the basketball.
Really good help side there by Savannah Kleesner.
Kleesner down the lane, and the find by the Redhawks. Kleesner now with 8.
Really, the Redhawks with points spread across the team. McCoy with 16, Dickerson with 7. Kleesner now with, 8 points.
Santoro drives again. This time it is off the side of the backboard, out of bounds. It will belong to Miami. 14-point margin is the largest of the game for Miami. As into the game comes Madison Parker, a freshman out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, for Bowling Green. And also into the game is Haley Puck returning for Bowling Green. For Miami, Leah Purvis is in for the Redhawks. He'll replace Kayla Brown. 2-3 zone by the Falcons. Dickerson straight away off the screen, fires a 3. It is off the mark. And the rebound out of there to Andrea Cecil for Bowling Green. Throwing it ahead. There's Lambert. Crossover dribble, getting to the rack. Throws it too high off the glass. Gets her own rebound, though. And a foul will call against Lauren Dickerson as she reached in on the second try by Sydney Lambert. Dickerson collects her first, team second of the quarter, and Lambert will go to the line to shoot 2. As you see here, Dickerson hacked down across the arms of Lambert. Lambert doesn't get the roll there. She is a 67% free throw shooter. Again, the junior from nearby Cincinnati, Ohio. Puts it up and in. 1 of 2 from the line, and it's a 13-point Miami lead. Bounce pass baseline. Purvis gets to the rack, puts it off the glass and in. Nice head fake. Then putting it on the floor is Leah Purvis for her 6th point.
Really good, strong take to the basket by Leah Purvis, and nice lay-in.
This is Lambert out top. Firing the 3 is Perry. It is off the mark, well off the mark. And a foul called down low. It will go against Miami's Kendall McCoy, trying to box out down low, her first. And that is the 3rd team foul against Miami here in the second quarter as Molly McDonough checks in, replacing Kendall McCoy. See Kendall McCoy, a little push in the back of Andrea Cecil there. Lobbing it into Haley Puck as we approach 5 minutes to go here in the half. And again, Dickerson gets a hand on it and deflects into the hands of Leah Purvis. All the way to the basket, off the glass. She will get the roll. Leah Purvis with back-to-back buckets. And it's a 42-25 lead for Miami. Puck dribbles down the left side of the lane and will get bailed out with a foul. Leah Purvis guilty of the foul. That is her first and the team's 4th, and we have a timeout at Millett Hall. The Miami Redhawks with their largest lead of the contest. It's 17 over the Falcons. Redhawks with a 17-point lead, largely due to the play of Kendall McCoy.
Kendall McCoy is just having a phenomenal game, shooting really well, 6 for 6 from the field, and she's knocked down 4 of 4 from the three-point line. So you can't ask for anything more than that.
She is perfect on the day, 6 of 6, 4 for 4, couple of rebounds, and assist in there as well. She is getting some rest on the bench right now as Miami has their largest lead of the game, 17 points over the Falcons, who will inbound the basketball. It'll be Lambert inbounding. Puck with a crossover dribble, brings it back out front. This is Lambert working around the screen to the top of the key. 18 to shoot as Lambert takes the ball back between the circles. Cecil, crossover dribble to the baseline, pulls up from 14, throws up an air ball. It is out of bounds. It will belong to Miami as Katerian Thompson and Carly Santoro return to the Falcon lineup. Heading to the bench is Haley Puck and Madison Parker. 4.5 minutes to go here in the half, and it's been all Redhawks since about 3 minutes into this game. It's been all Kendall McCoy from the field. Although down the lane goes Bailey Reed, and she's off the glass in and will go to the line for the and one as Katerian Thompson was down in that no-fly zone collecting the foul, her team's first of the second half. Bailey Reed's first points of the game, and she'll be at the charity stripe.
Just a great cut by Bailey Reed, and a great pass for Savannah Kleesner to kind of turn and see her down low, and finish strong.
Megan Galloway into the game for Miami. It's her first action of the day. Kendall McCoy returns as well. Molly McDonough and Kleesner go to the sidelines as Bailey Reed at the line for the and one, only a 59% free throw shooter on the season. Richard Jr. out of Twinsburg, Ohio, puts up the rainbow, and it goes down through the hoop. Miami continuing to build upon that lead. Now it's 20 points over the Falcons. Redhawks have won 7 of their last 8, looking to continue to put pressure on the rest of the field and vying for that final bye to Cleveland. Thompson at the free throw line gives it out front to Lambert, 14 to shoot. Lambert works against Reed with 10 to shoot. Santoro, right side, 7 to shoot. Crossover dribble, launches the three. It is up, and it's an air ball. Rebound put back up and in. Andrea Cecil in the right place at the right time scores her 4th point.
Miami really capitalizing on the turnovers that Bowling Green has. They have 7 turnovers, and Miami has 12 points off turnovers.
McCoy gets it out front, 3.5 minutes to go in the half. And through the hands of Galloway and taken away by the Falcons as Cecil will push it down the floor. Drives, feeds cross court to Lambert. Had a run to the basket there, but the pass went to the corner instead. Nice move to the rack there by Angela Perry. She'll score her 4th point of the game and make it a 45-29 contest. Again, the Falcons have been in that 2-3 zone for the most part. Here's McCoy, her first miss of the day, and the rebound is out to Santoro for Bowling Green. Santoro so quick off the dribble, she'll go to the left side. Gives it there to Lambert. Launches the three straight away, and Sydney Lambert knocks down another triple. She has 7, and Miami calls a timeout. What was a 20-point lead is down to 13. A 7-0 run here by the Falcons, and Megan Duffy says, I've seen enough for right now.
Yeah, you don't want them to, Miami shouldn't let up on their defense. They are just a little bit. Bowling Green's not giving up, and they're shooting the ball pretty good as well, 45% from the field, and are knocking down some big threes, 33%.
You see Megan Duffy in the huddle there talking to her Red Hawks. Miami again looking to battle for a position. Going into the day, they were that number 4 seed, but with 3 games to play, anything could happen. Pretty much Central Michigan and Buffalo already punched their tickets to Cleveland. They should be the 1 and 2 seeds respectively, barring any disasters over the next 3 games. But
yeah,
Dickerson throws it right side to Brown. This is Purvis. Free throw line. Kendall McCoy had it knocked away by Perry, but it's into the hands of Dickerson. She'll work to the right side, fire a 3 from there, and went down and came back out. And Cecil with the rebound for the Falcons. A chance to cut further into the Miami lead. And there's Leah Purvis stepping into the passing lane. Had to go off her feet out of bounds, and laughing at the look of frustration on her face. She thought she should have had a steal, as that one's nearly stolen away by Dickerson.
She saved them from another turnover.
Cecil out front. Fires a 3 from the left side. Is too strong, and Kayla Brown grabs the board for Miami, and an outlet pass to Dickerson under 2 minutes to go here in the half.
Bowling Green doing a good job on the boards with 15 rebounds to Miami's 12.
Kayla Brown drives, too strong off the glass, and the rebound out to Bowling Green. Lambert down the left side of the floor, brings it to the top of the key. Redhawks haven't scored in 2.5 minutes. This is Perry turning toward the baseline, off the glass too strong. Santoro knocks the rebound out of bounds. It'll belong to Miami. 92 ticks left to go before halftime.
This is Bowling Green's opportunity to really get back in the game. Miami's been just shooting the ball so well. It's hard to compete with that, but, you know, kind of going on a little drought here.
This is Kleesner out front. Tried to go down low, and that pass was intended for Leah Purvis, and she was nowhere near it. Terry Battle returns the lineup for Bowling Green. Angela Perry will head to the sideline.
And that makes Miami's 6th turnover to Bowling Green's 7. Most of those here in the second quarter.
Lambert across the timeline for the Falcons. This is Thompson off the right side. Back it comes to Lambert. She's going to fake, fire a three. That's an air ball. And the rebound lost out of bounds off the leg of Andrea Cecil. Redhawks will have the basketball as Dickerson will slowly bring it up the court. 60 seconds to go here in the first half. Dickerson comes to get the basketball off the handoff. Behind the back dribble, gets by Santoro. Right corner, McCoy open for three. That one's too strong. And the rebound out to Cecil.
Kendall's first miss of the game. Or, I'm sorry, second miss. Second miss of the game. Still shooting really well, 6 of 8.
This is Santoro on the dribble. 15 to shoot for the Falcons. To the corner, Thompson. She'll drive into the paint, spin back from 14. The lefty is too strong with it. Kleesner with a strong rebound over Battle for Miami. Redhawks can go for the final shot of the half here. Only 18 seconds to go. Dickerson takes the basketball. Man-to-man on this trip by the Falcons. 8 seconds to go. 7. Dickerson puts it on the floor and goes. To the right wing, she'll fire a three. It is good for Lauren Dickerson. So many times this season, just cold as ice, will knock down that three to end the half. And for Lauren Dickerson, her second tray of the game, 8th point of the game, gives Miami a 16-point lead at the break. Redhawks lead it 48-32. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Kenny Scherlinger, as Miami's head coach, Megan Duffy.
Coach, you guys got off to a hot start. Start of the game, it's kind of turned it over a little bit as late. How do you limit the turnovers and try to get back to that start in the second half?
Our first quarter was great. I mean, to score 30, I wasn't thrilled with our defense giving up 20, and I thought we got too much into like, okay, let's try and outscore them. And then you saw the second quarter, we got a little sloppy. If we're patient, if we move the ball, okay, Bowling Green has some toughness, so they're going to be on your arms. They're going to be trying to mix things up. We just got to do a better job of being smart, executing our offense. But the big key going into halftime is talking about our defense. Can we still guard the three-point line? We got to do a much better job of rebounding.
Yeah, and you had a lot of players contributing in that first half. How do you keep everybody involved there?
Yeah, Kendall got off, hit some threes, which is big, and then Lowe hit that big one at the half, which was a good breath of fresh air because we were struggling a little bit from the field. But our balance has been really good the last couple weeks, and we got to keep that confidence to share the basketball.
Thank you, Coach.
Megan Duffy with our Kenny Scherlinger again here at the break. Miami with a 16-point lead over the Bowling Green Falcons, 48-32 your score. We'll come back to Millett Hall in just a moment. Stay with us. We are back at Millett Hall at the break. Miami with a 48-32 lead over the Bowling Green State University Falcons. They led by as many as 20 in the half. Steve Baker and Lindsey Justice back here with you at Millett Hall. An exciting first half, especially that first quarter by Miami, as Miami's Kendall McCoy was just lights out the entire quarter.
She was on fire. She's just having an incredible night. She shot 100% in the first quarter. She has 16 points and shooting great from all over. Almost perfect, 4 of 5 from the three.
Yeah, as you take a look, Kendall McCoy, 13 first quarter points, and she was throwing it in from everywhere. She was perfect from the three-point line, perfect from inside the arc. The junior out of Sylvania, Ohio, has just done such a nice job in scoring for the Miami Redhawks. And for Bowling Green, really balanced scoring all throughout their book, but they just haven't been able to put it in at the rate that Miami has here in the ballgame.
Yeah, just not shooting the ball as well, shooting 27% from the three. and 39% from the field. So, off a little bit there. Miami is knocking it out, 59% from the field, 58% from the three-point line. And, that's hard to defend when you have a team that is not, lights out.
Yeah, I thought the zone really messed with Miami a little bit. Redhawks, as you heard Megan Duffy talk about it, turned the ball over in that second quarter. And I thought dealing with that zone made it a little tough on Miami.
It did. It kind of got them out of rhythm, and Miami they went a little bit cold in the second quarter and started turning the ball over.
Redhawks lead it here at the break. They lead it by 16, 48-32 is your halftime score, and Redhawks have been rolling lately. We'll come back, talk a little bit more about this first half of basketball, and look forward to the second. It's a happy crowd on hand at Millett Hall as their Redhawks lead it by 16 at the break. The final week of the season beginning here today, and the Miami Redhawks at the break have a 16-point lead over the Falcons of Bowling Green. 48-32 is your halftime score as the Redhawks are rolling. We'll come back, talk more about this first half, look ahead to the second in just one moment. Back at Millett Hall, halftime, you see Swoop doing a little dance for the camera here as the Miami basketball band entertaining the crowd. Let's take a look at some of the other games from around the Mid-American Conference as a full day of action going on now and into the fourth quarter, just about over in Buffalo as the Bulls have a 20-point lead over Ohio. Just getting started in Ypsilanti, Northern Illinois on the road with a 10-point lead. Akron at the half has a 10-point. Kent State has a 10-point lead against Akron at the half. Central Michigan looking for their 15th win in conference play at the start of 3. Looks to have that one in hand over Western Michigan, and also at the half in Muncie, it is Toledo leading the Ball State Cardinals, and that's a big win for Toledo on the road if they can get the Cardinals there. Lindsay, let's take a look at the halftime stats in this basketball game. And, we talked about shooting percentages for the Miami Redhawks and even for the Bowling Green Falcons in this basketball game early in the game, obviously has cooled down quite a bit.
Yeah, the Falcons actually had a pretty good shooting quarter in the first quarter. That kind of went away in the second. So Miami's just doing great shooting-wise, as you can see. They're working the ball around. Miami has 11 assists to the Falcons 3, so Miami's passing the ball. Both teams having a little trouble taking care of the ball. Bowling Green got their 7 mostly in the first quarter. Miami got theirs mostly in the second quarter. And rebounds has been pretty even this game. Both teams just within 2.
Redhawks out in front here by 16, and let's, if we can, take a look at the seedings going into the tournament for the Mid-American Conference tournament going into the day. As Miami, as I've talked about several times, the Redhawks have been battling or are battling for that number 4 position they're in now. That's the final bye position directly to Cleveland and the quarterfinal round. Everybody else has to play on Monday after playing a Saturday game, and then we'll have to turn around and play on Wednesday if they win that game. So all important to get that bye for the Miami Redhawks if they can continue their winning ways. It
really is. That position is so important to, skip that first round, go straight into the tournament, and that would be huge for Miami. So, a game like this, they can't let up. It's a huge win. They have to win this to maintain that spot.
And we were talking earlier, Toledo is up at Ball State. You see Toledo in that 6th position. Ball State with a loss suddenly comes within reach of the Miami Redhawks if they win here today. So that could be a huge loss for the Cardinals today if they should lose at home to Toledo.
Absolutely. Every game, every loss is going to really help Miami if they continue to win.
There's the seedings going into the day, but folks, there's a lot of college basketball to be played today, and a couple of games this week will finalize those seedings. We're going to finalize a basketball game here this afternoon. Miami leads it by 16 at the break. Second half action is on the way from Millett Hall in just a moment. At the break, the Miami Redhawks leading Bowling Green by 16. 48-32 is your halftime score. Other action for Miami teams today. Miami baseball getting that spring schedule in. They are playing Yale, a doubleheader this afternoon. And how's this to extend your day? You think you have a long day? The first game of that doubleheader went 16 innings before Miami won it 4-3 over Yale. And, of course, now they're getting ready to start the second game of that doubleheader. Hockey last night finally got on the winning side of the ledger for the Miami Redhawks. Had been struggling over the last couple of weeks. They get an exciting 4-3 overtime win over North Dakota at Steve Coach Katie Arena last night. Those two teams will meet again tonight at 7:05. Steve Baker and Lindsey Justice here with you. Redhawks and the Falcons. What is Jennifer Ruse telling her team, you're down by 16, but we saw, obviously, they can shoot themselves back into this game.
Absolutely, and I think Coach Ruse has got to be just telling her girls, you've got to take better care of the ball. You can't afford those unforced errors, those turnovers. So you want to limit those and limit the opportunities for Miami to capitalize on that.
We talked at halftime about the zone that the Falcons were playing affecting the Miami Redhawks. In turn, what is Coach Duffy talking to her team maybe about attacking that? Because I got to believe we're going to see it again.
Absolutely. Bowling Green has got to, they're probably going to come out and continue that. It was working for them in the second quarter. And, Coach Duffy is I'm sure, is just wants them to continue and play their game just because it's a zone. They did such a good job at being patient, working the ball around fast, taking good shots, and they need to get back into that.
Bowling Green will have the basketball to begin things. They'll be moving right to left here in the third quarter. And the starters for both teams back out there to begin play. Haley Puck inbounds it right in front of us to Katerian Thompson, and we are underway third quarter action. And this is Sydney Lambert with the basketball. Man-to-man by Miami. Thompson dribbles to the left side, hands it off to Puck. She gets to the free throw line, gets a little opening, misses the jumper though, and the Redhawks will run the other way. This is Dickerson getting to the basket, but having it blocked out of bounds. That's good defense by the senior out of Waterloo, Iowa, Haley Puck.
Really good defense there. It's hard to contain Lauren Dickerson, and she did a good job there.
Dickerson will inbound, baseline right side of the basket. Gets it in the paint. Savannah Kleesner puts it up. It's blocked again by Puck.
Good defense by Bowling Green again down low. So I think how they come out here this beginning of the first half will determine the rest of the game.
Lambert with the step back three. She misses, and Dickerson with the board will bring it up for the Redhawks. Both teams shot the ball so well in the first half. We haven't seen that here in the second half thus far. Bailey Reed works with it out front to Dickerson. 15 to shoot for Miami. There's Kayla Brown to the free throw line. Her jumper is too hard off the back iron, and a battle for the rebound, and Perry comes out of there with it for BG. Running the other way is Lambert. She'll hand it off to Thompson, working around the screen. This is Puck with a basketball, and now left side Santoro will get her first touch of the second half. 15 to shoot. And that's a walk. Took an extra little stutter step. She was going to come back to Puck at the left wing, but that pivot foot wouldn't plant for her, and the turnover gives it back to Miami.
Miami's doing a good job on defense, really getting after them and forcing that turnover early.
8.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Neither team has been able to put a point on the board. Dickerson works with it, splits the double team, gets to the rack, lays it up, yes, and one.
Really big play for Miami to kind of set the tone. A great drive by Lauren Dickerson to split that defense. It's so tough, and finish the shot.
Yeah, that's a big foul for Bowling Green as Haley Puck has collected her third of the game. And the team's first of the quarter. And that'll bring in Andrea Cecil, the 6'1" sophomore from Oak Harbor, Ohio, to replace Haley Puck. Dickerson 2 for 2 from the line this afternoon, 10 points in the game, back in double digits again, but she misses that one. And the rebound chased out of there by Carly Santoro. Dickerson has only been held below double digits, and that's knocked out of bounds by Dickerson. Only held to below double digits, only one game in conference play this year, and that was Buffalo here at Millett Hall.
Yeah, she's had 36 of the last 37 games in double digits.
Santoro out front. This is Lambert with 15 to shoot. And the ball knocked away. Defense by Reed as Dickerson comes out of there with it for Miami. This is Kleesner, 18-footer off the glass. The bank is open for Savannah Kleesner. She's got 10. Back to a 20-point margin for Miami.
Bowling Green still yet to score this quarter, struggling with their shot a little bit.
Perry will answer that call for the Falcons as she gets her 7th point of the ball game. Back to a 17-point lead for Miami.
Much needed bucket for the Falcons.
Perry shoots at only 17% from outside the arc, but nailed that one. Kayla Brown, top of the key. Goes it left side, 12 to shoot as Reed gets it to McCoy. There is Kleesner, 14-footer, rattles out, and the rebound grabbed by Cecil for the Falcons. She'll bring it down across the timeline right side. It's a little shove on Kendall McCoy, now backs out, fires a three, and that one is good. 7 in the game for Andrea Cecil, and just like that, back to 14 points.
Really starting to find their shot here in the second half.
2 for 3 from outside the arc this quarter are the Falcons. There is Bailey Reed at the free throw line. Kendall McCoy, 19-footer, the right side is good. 18 in the game for Kendall McCoy. Big bucket for Miami there. Lambert drives right side of the key and backs it out, but keeps that dribble. Falcons have talent at the guard positions. They go down low to Perry. Back it goes to Lambert. 3 is up. 3 is good. Sydney Lambert. She has 10 in the game. 13-point Miami lead. And the Falcons lighting it up from outside the arc. Now 3 of 5. Here in this quarter as Bailey Reed gives it out top to Kleesner. Kayla Brown looks low, nothing there. Dickerson top of the key, fakes the 3, gets by everybody, hands it off to Kleesner. To the left side it goes to Kayla Brown with 9 to shoot. Screen set for Kayla Brown to the right side. This is Reed from the free throw line. Her jumper is up, it is no good, and the rebound to Cecil for Bowling Green. She'll run it down the right side. McCoy trying to catch up into the paint, it goes, and the layup is no good by Angela Perry. Point blank look, and the Falcons come up empty. Dickerson works the right side, gets to the rack. Little scoop shot is blocked out of bounds by Perry. Into the game for Miami, Molly McDonough will come in and Kleesner will go out. Kloniak comes in for the Falcons and she will replace Angela Perry. 17 seconds to shoot here as we have 5:21 to play in the third quarter. Dickerson looking to get the ball in. And does to McDonough. Gets the ball back to Dickerson. Curling into the paint. Bounce pass baseline jumper. McCoy is too strong. Rebound tapped out into the hands of Santoro for Bowling Green. Chance to cut further into this Miami lead. They got it down to 13. Thompson spins away from McDonough to the rack and misses the layup. That's back-to-back possessions where Bowling Green has missed a wide open layup.
Really good spin move and drive to the basket. Just couldn't knock that down.
Jennifer Ruse, every time we've gone to her on camera, she's been sitting quietly on the sideline. Not the case now. She wanted a foul call there and didn't get it. This is baseline jumper by McCoy, and she has 20 in the game. Back to a 15-point lead for the Red Hawks. Lambert finds Cecil. Thought about a 3. Now throws it left side. Santoro will launch it, and it rattles out on her. And over the back is Gloniak on the rebound. She will pick up her first foul, and that is the second foul of the quarter against the Falcons. Leah Purvis will return to the Miami lineup when we return. A 15-point lead for the Red Hawks here midway through quarter number 3. 4:26 to go here in the third quarter. Miami leads it by 15, and the Red Hawks have been red hot lately, Lindsay, as they have won 7 of their last 8. And you take a look at it, Megan Duffy's team's getting it done with their defense.
They are playing a great defense. As you said, won 7 of 8, and they're holding teams to less than 60 points a game, only allowing them to shoot 23% from the field. So just doing a great job defensively.
Defense has been a little less here today against the Falcons, but it's been the pace of this ball game, I think, that has changed that a little bit. Red Hawks with that 15-point lead. This is Kayla Brown bouncing it to Kendall McCoy, wide open from the corner, and she can't make the shot. Rebound out to Santoro for Bowling Green.
You definitely don't want to leave her open on the wing.
And there's a foul out front. Molly McDonough collects the foul for the Red Hawks. And before McDonough, that is her first and the team's first here in the quarter.
Got her there just with the leg there.
Cecil inbounds it out front to Lambert. Under 4 minutes to play, third quarter here. Red Hawks have really played well in terms of steals. This is Cecil. Thought about a 3, and McCoy closes down. She'll drive, gets by everybody, and throws the ball away. No foul is called, and they say the ball was touched by Miami. It will go to the Falcons here with 16 to shoot. Lambert takes the inbounds pass back, curls out front to the right side. Thompson. Nope, Lambert keeps it in the corner. She'll fire from there and hit it. It is a 3 for Lambert, and she has 13 points in the game, and it is a 12-point Miami lead. Falcons edging ever so closer. Falcons in this quarter have hit 4 trays. McCoy from the free throw line knocks down another jumper. She has 22, 3 field goals here. Goals in the third quarter for McCoy. Lambert averaging 10 points a game. She has 13 in this one as she handles out front. This is Cecil now with the basketball, 14 to shoot. This is Santoro. She pushes and gets away with it. Thompson in the corner, 1 second to shoot. She fires and scores right ahead of the buzzer. Katerian Thompson has 7 in the game for Bowling Green. .12-point ball game. This is Kayla Brown, 15-footer, rolls around, comes out, rebound tapped out, and a foul called against Bowling Green as McDonough had position. I believe that foul's going on Cecil. That'll be her second and the team's third as Savannah Kleesner checks back in, and you see the position, and Cecil with a little punch at the basketball commits the foul. Dickerson looking to get the ball in and does now to Brown in the corner. Free throw line, Kleesner gets it back out front, back to Kleesner. Facing up, out front, Brown. Now McDonough off the left side. Backing her way in, putting it off the glass too strong, and the rebound, a foul will be called. It will go against Bowling Green, and that's going to be on Claire Gloniak. Again, trying to box out, and McCoy goes to the bench. Or check that, Kleesner went to the bench, and you see the push there by Gloniak. Into the game, Angela Perry for Gloniak, and Haley Puck returns for Carly Santoro for Bowling Green. Fresh 30 for Miami, 2:05 to play here in the third. Inbounds, it comes to Kayla Brown. She is fouled and count the basket. Great pass inbounds from Lauren Dickerson. Katerian Thompson gets the foul. That is her third and the 5th against the Falcons. And Kayla Brown, who was 0 for 1 from the free throw line, as you see the foul there, is at the line for 1, and she connects, and it is back to a 15-point margin.
Miami's really doing a good job at battling for those rebounds and getting the ball back on those missed shots. Lambert with a crossover dribble, keeps that dribble as she works back to the left. Cecil is wide open for 3, and it's good. Andrea Cecil with another triple, and she is 1 point above her average at 10 in the game. .12-point ball game once again. Coming up on 90 seconds to play here in the quarter. This is Leah Purvis, right side looking at 3 is good. 11 in the game for Purvis. You score 3, we score 3. Back to a 15-point ball game. Both teams, shooting a lot of threes this quarter, doing really well.
Lambert with such a nice handle on the basketball. Gets it to Cecil, and then back in the paint it goes to Perry. Up and under with the left hand off the glass. Angela Perry scores her 9th point of the game. 13-point ball game with a minute to play in the third. And we're led by 16 at the break. Cross-court pass to Dickerson. Out front, Purvis. Working against that zone we talked about. Down low, Kleesner turns, fires, doesn't get it. Rebound, McDonough off the glass and in. Got inside position. And McDonough scores her first 2.
Just a great crash to the boards after that shot was up and got right inside of her and took advantage.
Pull up from the right side, Lambert with a 15-footer. She's got 15. And This, over the last several possessions, has just been a back-and-forth affair between the Redhawks and the Falcons. 17 seconds to play in the quarter, and Miami will go for the final shot. Just need to watch number 13 here if you're a Falcon fan. Pull up three, up, good! 5 seconds to go in the half. 13 in the game for Dickerson, and the long shot is wide left, and the Redhawks at the break here in the third quarter back out to that 16-point margin, 69-53 as we go to the fourth. If we had a little foreigner cold as ice, it would apply to Lauren Dickerson. Twice in this game, she's just stepped up and made threes at the end of the quarter.
Yeah, those buzzer beater three-pointers, she's just so good at knocking those down.
Yeah, she and just a cold shooter, you know, and you call those shots and it's just like you know it's going to happen. Miami getting the ball, as you see Lauren Dickerson there. And I think really a Player of the Year candidate for the Mid-American Conference. Leah Purvis, right corner three. It is good. Redhawks begin the quarter with a triple by Purvis, and she is 14 points in the book.
Really a lot of threes this game. You know, Bowling Green having a really good quarter, third quarter, 5 of 7 from the three. So they're really turning around their shooting.
Katarian Thompson pull-up jumper won't go, and the rebound to McDonough for the Redhawks. 19-point lead for Miami. They've led by as many as 20 in this game. Leah Purvis with the basketball as Dickerson will begin the quarter on the bench. This is Kendall McCoy. They go down low. McDonough lays it up in the left hand and scores. Good look inside by McCoy as McDonough has 4 in the game. Redhawks have their largest lead of the contest now at 21. Lambert, deep three is too strong. It's off the flange, and Miami with the rebound. Purvis will fire and misses that one, but Bailey Reed chases down the board. Fresh 30 for Miami with 8:35 to play. Purvis gives to McCoy. Reed, top of the key, and she walked with the basketball. Wanted to throw the pass and move that pivot foot. Turnover by Miami is into the game for Bowling Green. Terry Battle comes back in, replacing Perry. And McDonough will head to the bench for Miami as Megan Galloway returns to the lineup for Miami. Lambert has done the bulk of the scoring here in the second half. Gives the ball to Perry, and right back to Lambert it goes. She'll fire from 19-9, and it is an air ball that goes out of bounds. Well short with that one. Dickerson back into the game for Miami, replacing Kayla Brown.
Lambert definitely not shy to shoot the ball. She is 5 of 13 from the field right now, you know, but leading the Falcons with 15 points.
Purvis out front with it. To the left side now, looking, goes down to Galloway. Cross-court pass, McCoy. 19-footer is up too strong. Galloway, though, with the rebound, puts it back up and in for the Redhawks. Galloway's first two, 23-point lead by Miami. Thompson puts it on the floor, feeds left side. Cecil open, looking at three. It's off the iron, no good. Galloway with a rebound, hands it off to Dickerson. Dickerson works against Cecil, gets by her, and that'll be a foul called against Bowling Green. It'll be on Andrea Cecil. That'll be her third and the first of the quarter.
Lauren does such a good job at splitting the defense there and draws the foul really easily.
Maddie Cole, a junior out of Sylvania, Ohio, checks in for Andrea Cecil as Miami inbounds the basketball. Bailey Reed with it, back to Dickerson. Cole is, check that, Lambert is on her defensively. She'll back it back out front. Round to Galloway screen, and that'll be a foul called out front. Terry Battle trying to get around and defend. Lauren Dickerson will collect her first and the second team foul. Another fresh 30 for Miami as another Falcon hops up off the bench. That's Jane Euchre coming into the game for Jennifer Ruse, as you saw her there. And Battle will leave. Dickerson picks up the dribble, gives to Galloway. Left corner, McCoy fakes, feeds to Dickerson. You tell McCoy really wanted to pull the trigger on that one. Now Dickerson drives down the lane, feeds Reed, who misses. And her foul on the rebound, Bailey Reed with a frustration foul. That was a beautiful pass from Lauren Dickerson to Bailey Reed, but they just could not convert.
Yeah, that's, she's such a good passer, runs the plays well, but beautiful pass and good shot, good cut by Bailey Reed as well.
Thompson with the ball right side, works around a Euchre screen. There's Lambert. Tries to go down low to Euchre, and the pass is taken away by Reed. Gives to Dickerson, top of the key, crossover dribble. Feeds and tried to get it to Galloway, and a pass not looked for by Galloway and taken away by the Falcons.
Yeah, another really good pass by Lauren. I think Galloway just didn't see it there.
Driving to Santora and stepping across a little bit of contact down there, and then a long pass nearly taken away by the Falcons, but Bailey Reed able to get it. Here's Thompson with a steal. She'll throw it ahead. Santoro will put it up and put it in for Bowling Green, and a timeout taken here. And a timeout taken here as the Falcons trying to get back into it, but Miami leading by 21. The Miami dance team having a good time this afternoon as their Miami Redhawks lead here by 21. 6 minutes to go. Steve Baker, Lindsey Justice, Kenny Scherlinger with you. And let's check in with Kenny Scherlinger on the sideline as he was in the Red Hawk huddle.
Yeah, Steve, Coach Duffy's message early in the half was to stay intense, don't let Bowling Green creep back into the game. And Bowling Green wasn't going away easily, but looks like Miami, the 21-point lead, has it under control here, but still want to keep that intensity and keep moving their feet, try to get stops, and keep scoring the basketball. Thank you, Kenny. Here is the zone defense again, as into the game is Kennedy Williams for BG, along with Rachel Myers in for the first time. So Coach Ruse getting everybody involved as driving is Reed off. Now check that, Leah Purvis off the glass and in, and she has 16 on the day.
Miami getting a lot of offense from many players, passing the ball really well with 19 assists this game to Bowling Green 6.
Williams down low it goes. This is Euchre with the left hand, high off the glass, too strong. Redhawks rebound as Dickerson will bring it down. Kendall McCoy straight away, three is good. 25 in the game for Kendall McCoy. .26 lead. And inside it goes. This is Gloniak who misses the layup. Or check that, Sierra Thompson. No, it was Gloniak. I am wrong again. It was Maddie Cole. I'll get right the 40s right there. My apologies.
Miami's done a really good job at maintaining the lead, even when they went through a little bit of a rough scoring drought.
See the foul here, and that is Maddie Cole collecting the foul as well. That is her first and the team's third. We have a timeout. Miami with a big lead, 81-55 your score, 4:40 to play. Kendall McCoy has been outstanding here this afternoon, the junior out of Sylvania, Ohio. You see the assist down low to Molly McDonough there, but it's been her shooting that has been outstanding on the day. 9 of 13, 4 of 6 from outside the arc, and a new career high right now, 25 points. Her previous high was 21.
She's just having a great game. She came out strong in the first quarter, but hasn't faded, just continues to knock them down throughout the game.
Redhawks have the basketball and a 26-point lead. Baseline left side, Kleesner with it. Kinsey Schmitz came in for Miami during that timeout. This is Dickerson, right side, spinning to the baseline, gives it to Kayla Brown. And they'll turn it over as Kinsey Schmitz wasn't looking for the pass from Kayla Brown. And Miami will turn it over for only the 7th time this game. I checked that because my stats are frozen here. I'm not sure how many times they have turned it over. Stats are frozen at the 10-minute mark, so we're out of luck that direction.
Miami just doing a great job. They have 4 players in double digits right now, so everyone's shooting the ball well.
Myers is blocked by Miami's Kinsey Schmitz, and the Redhawks come out of there with a basketball. Schmitz gives to Dickerson, under 4 minutes to go, and a technical will be called against Jennifer Ruse. Thought there should have been a foul, but Jennifer Ruse wanted to get the attention of her team, I think, and got the tee. It'll be Dickerson to shoot the free throws. Dickerson is 2 of 3, now 3 of 4.
That'll give Dickerson with 16 points, Leah Purvis with 16, Kendall McQuaid with 25, and Savannah Kleesner with 10 points.
4 players in double digits today, and the Redhawks had, I said 11 in the open, I don't know why it says 11, but 7 players in double digits in their last outing.
And just, doing a great job passing the ball around to each other. They have 20 assists to Bowling Green's 6 assists, so definitely a good team effort here.
Kinsey Schmitz, right side, gives out front to Galloway. Now to Brown. Under 4 minutes to go. This is Purvis out front for Miami. Schmitz, down low it goes. This is Galloway feeding left corner to Brown. Fakes, drives, baseline. Feeds to Galloway. 5 to shoot as Purvis takes the basketball around the screen. And she puts up a shot, and it is blocked by Euchre, and it will belong to the Falcons on the 30-second shot clock violation.
Bowling Green's really struggled with their shot this quarter. They've kind of been hot and cold. Right now shooting, it looks like from the last time out, 12%, and 0 of 3 from the 3.
Euchre, top of the key, throws left side. It is Parker with the basketball. Back to Euchre to the left side of the key. Out front it comes to Myers. 10 to shoot for Bowling Green. Cole sets the screen. To the right side it goes to Williams. 4 seconds. Deep 3 by Williams is locked, and that'll be a 30-second violation. I think Purvis got a fingertip on that one. It was well short by Williams, and Nancy Hunter will come into the game for Miami, replacing Kayla Brown, and that will get everybody into the game here for head coach Megan Duffy. And you see Jennifer Ruse still coaching her team on the sideline, as she should, and giving the officials a little whatnot as they travel by. Hunter double teamed and has it stolen away. Lead pass ahead to Williams, up off the glass, and she will score. Kennedy Williams gets her first 2. 83-57. Redhawks with 2.5 minutes to go. Schmitz left side gives it out front to Kristen Levering. Hunter gives to Purvis with 14 to shoot for Miami. This is Schmitz to the left corner. Levering launches a 3. She nails it. Levering 3 of 9 coming into the game from outside the arc. She can shoot that shot all day long, and it's a 29-point lead for Miami. Williams with a deep 3. It's good. 5 in the game for Williams. Last 5 points scored by the Falcons. Williams, good-looking freshman out of Marshall, Illinois.
Miami doing a great job with their three-point game this whole game.
Down low it goes to Galloway, and the paint too strong off the iron, and the rebound tapped to Schmitz. In the right corner, she'll fire and hit a triple. Kinsey Schmitz is in the book. She was 0 for 2 coming into the game, and Miami leads it 89-60. Driving. And Myers will not score the bucket, but she'll go to the free throw line as the foul is called against Miami. Kinsey Schmitz collects the foul. See her get her with the hands there. Schmitz first. Only the second team foul here in the fourth quarter for Miami.
Good drive.
Go ahead.
Good drive to the basket. She just, beat her on that first step, and it's hard to get around and not commit that foul.
There's Sierra Thompson into the game for the Falcons, and Jane Euchre will go out. And Myers at the free throw line connects on the first one. Myers on the season, limited playing time, is now 9 of 9 from the free throw line this season for Bowling Green. .80 seconds to go before Miami will win their 8th of the last 9 contests, as Purvis lost the handle on it and is fouled by Williams. Her first and the team's 4th of the quarter. Check that, it is the 5th of the quarter for Bowling Green. And Jennifer Ruse is talking to Sierra Thompson on the floor. And 1:14 to go. It is Purvis at the line. She is 4 for 4, 16 points on the day. Point is up and good. So Miami gets into the 90-point range. Bailey Reed ready to check in for Leah Purvis, provided she makes the free throw here.
Coach Duffy, who's had the most wins of any first-year coach in program history at 17. This will give them 18.
Williams has it stolen away by Nancy Hunter. Williams gets it back, throws it right into the hands of Hunter, and that'll be a foul against the Falcons. And they'll get Kennedy Williams reaching in there. Check that. It's Sierra Thompson collecting the foul. And it will be Nancy Hunter going to the free throw line. You see it here is there's the foul by Hunter, or Thompson, excuse me. Nancy Hunter at the free throw line. Puts it in. Another one coming as Bailey Reed comes in to replace Leah Purvis. 17 points in the game for Purvis. Outstanding day. And Hunter makes them both. .30-point lead, under a minute to go. Largest lead of the game for Miami. Left side, this is Myers with the basketball. Hands it off, actually keeps the basketball out front. Works to the right side, picks up the dribble, goes down low. Maddie Cole to the basket. She'll go to the free throw line as the foul is on Levering of Miami. Second team foul against the Redhawks here in the quarter. First against Levering. And Maddie Cole, junior from Sylvania, Ohio, is there to shoot 2. 3 of 4 from the line this season is Cole. And misses the first. Second one on the way. It is good, and Cole is in the scorebook. 92-63. Hunter will bring it up. 40 seconds to go. Miami will win their 18th game of the season. I think the most amazing thing here for Megan Duffy is, other than Kinsey Schmitz on the floor right now, the people that have played in this ball game were here when she got here. Hunter misses, and a foul on the rebound. Actually, they're going to call the foul on Kristen Levering as Williams hit the floor hard. Levering gets her second foul with 20.9 seconds to go. Be an offensive foul, and rather than shoot free throws, actually that's only Miami's third foul, excuse me. So Williams up the floor. Final 16 seconds of the ball game, but going back to my point, same personnel that was here a year ago, 2 years ago that struggled. You talk about turning around a team with attitude, and Megan Duffy has done that. And there is a foul with 3.9 seconds to go that will send Bowling Green to the free throw line here. Megan Galloway gets that one. That is the 5th against Miami. And it'll be Maddie Cole back to the free throw line for 2 more.
Yeah, like you were saying with Coach Duffy, she's taking the same team here, and they just look a lot different than they did last year. They're playing so well this year. They have a little more confidence, shooting the ball well, playing aggressive defense, and getting it done.
Second one is no good. Myers with the rebound. She'll put it off the glass, miss it, and a battle for the rebound, and that will do it here this afternoon as the Miami Redhawks hold home court and hold it in a big-time fashion. defeating the Bowling Green State University Falcons 92-64, a 28-point victory here for Miami today. And the Redhawks finding their roles, I think, more than anything else in talking about the turnaround of this game. You see, you have a player like Lauren Dickerson. Well, this year, you've had a Kendall McCoy step up. You've had other people, Savannah Kleesner over the last 10 games, Kayla Brown, Bailey Reed, Leah Purvis, all finding their roles rather than competing for roles. They're finding them and putting up wins on the board.
Absolutely. There's a lot of offensive contributors on this team and have really found their place and confidence offensively to help everyone out.
Again, Kendall McCoy, Miami has 25 points, and that is a new career high for her. We'll go over all the scoring in just a moment. But the Redhawks get a big victory here, 92-64 is your final. Also in double digits, 17 for Leah Purvis, 10 in the game for Savannah Kleesner. Lauren Dickerson with 15 points in the game. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Kenny Scherlinger, who has a happy head coach of the Redhawks, Megan Duffy.
Coach, 92 points. That's her highest scoring game in regulation this season. What inspired the effort tonight?
Well, if you would have said we were going to score 92, I would have said you're crazy. But we had a lot of confidence tonight and really happy with our second half. I wasn't sure sometimes when you have a lead at halftime how your team's going to react and come out. And we knew Bowling Green had the ability to get hot from three. It was nice to get the bench in a little bit. They did some great things out there, and it's really good to protect our home floor.
You guys are battling out for that last spot to get to Cleveland, the bye. How do you take this win and try to follow that into the tournament and last couple of games here?
Yeah, it's pretty fun. There's a lot to play for right now, and we've really tried to stay, one practice at a time, one game at a time. I think the team's excited. We got a huge test now going to Athens and playing OU, which is a good rivalry game too. But we're going to enjoy this and give them the day off tomorrow and then regroup and try and beat the Bobcats.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Megan Duffy joining us here post-game. And again, the Miami Redhawks with the big win today, a 28-point victory over Bowling Green, 92-64. Bowling Green now 10-17 on the season, 2-14 in conference play. That's their 10th loss in a row. For Miami, the Redhawks improved to 18-9. They are now 10-6 in conference play and have won 8 of their last 9. That will do it for us here in Oxford this afternoon. Again, the final score, Miami 92, Bowling Green 64. If you'd like to watch a replay of this afternoon's contest or any other content from the ESPN family of networks, make sure you log on to thewatchespn.com or download the Watch ESPN app. For Lindsey Justice and Kenny Scherlinger, I'm Steve Baker, saying thanks for watching. This has been a presentation of ESPN and the Mid-American Conference.